So he started his martial arts career with us, Bushido Martial Arts, and as you all know him now, he's one of the superstars of the UFC team. So he's home for 2 weeks here. So he's he's very busy with his family, obviously, and with the UFC tomorrow. It's happening tomorrow night. So he's giving a bit of time back to BMA to show a bit of skills, a few demonstrations, takedowns and rolls, and a bit of stand-up fighting. But Tom will take over anyway. This is Jeff. Jeff's his training partner from Boston. Okay, so he came over. He's going to help him do demonstrations and everything.
So what we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna stay with what you already know, and I'm not gonna have you guys rolling around the ground and stuff, but we'll bridge, since this is my base, we're gonna bridge essentially what you already know and kind of just segue a little bit of the MMA stuff into it. We'll do, you guys are obviously all familiar with kicking the body, kicking the head, but we'll mix up attacking the legs, really starting from, from the foundation, how to attack somebody's legs, and then build it from there. We may do one funky takedown, just to kind of give that MMA feel and maybe simulate elbows on the ground or something. But I'm forever grateful for what I've learned from Bushido Martial Arts, and it's been a huge part of my fight game, and also has inspired what we know of Conor McGregor. I was just with Conor this morning in the gym, and he saw my picture on Instagram with Roy Baker, Sensei Roy, and he was like, man, I need to get down and train with Roy and Ilya and those boys, because he's like, I took so much from you, from what you learned from them. So to let you guys know essentially what you guys are doing, and the program you're being that you're being run by is a very high level program. Credit to Ilya, Danny, Sensei Roy, and all those guys, and that has influenced essentially the biggest MMA superstar in the UFC, and that is Conor McGregor. So, and I happened to travel around and help Conor, help prepare for fights. I did the Ultimate Fighter season with him, which is why I figured for sure I'd wear Ultimate Fighter with Team McGregor on the back, just let you guys, give a bit of a feel. But so we'll warm up, we'll get some partners, and then we'll just work on technical stuff from there. Sound good? Cool. Bear with me now. My hair is getting a little long, so it's in that in-between stage. So it'll be in my face and all, so I'll be flicking the hair back.
We don't slag it.
Alright, so when you're ready, guys, we're going to do a little jog around the room and just follow my lead, and we'll stretch, make sure the body's warm, and then we'll just start moving around with the partner. Alright, so let's follow me. Alright, stay where you are. Let's rotate the shoulders going forward. Going backwards. Leg swings, left leg and then right leg. Okay, forward lunges, stepping forward, keep your posture up, touch the knee and step back. Control, guys, don't do it too fast. Make sure you get a little bit of a stretch, big step. Make sure you keep your chest up, lean back a little bit as you step out. We're also going to stretch out the hip here. Okay, shake out the legs. Now we're going to combine the leg swing with the lunge. So we're going to step back with the lunge, come up, leg swing, step back, come up, leg swing, let's go. Step back, and then come up out of that. Step back, come up. Take your time with it, don't rush. Focus on your breathing. Okay, so we're gonna walk out on the floor now, push-up position, right here. Let's go. Hold your push-up halfway, keep your chest off the floor, hold it. And from there, drop your whole body, come up, stretch out the hips. Just relax and breathe now. Anybody do yoga? No? Alright. What was that? Pussy. Okay, from here, back on the heels. Try and put your heels to the floor. Keep your hands on the ground. Make sure you're flat on your hands. You should feel a stretch in your calf and your hamstring. Forward again. Hold your push-up halfway one more time. Breathe in. And relax. Drop the whole body. Come up. Nice stretch. Focus on your breathing. And again, back on the heels. Should get your heels a little closer to the floor this time, a little closer. Alright, on your knees. Let's step forward with the left foot. And then this is a little tricky now. Step forward with the left foot and grab the back foot. And try and keep your hips facing forward. So we're stretching at the quad and the hip. If it's too hard, you can grab your ankle and you can kind of hang back, just as long as you're feeling some type of stretch on the front of your leg and on your right hip. And to get more of a stretch, you can kind of drive that knee forward and then keep that foot, keep pulling on that foot. Okay, let's switch. Right foot goes forward, grabbing the left foot. Same thing. If grabbing the foot is too hard, grab your shin, or you can grab the toes if you want to get more of a stretch. Keep your chest upright, guys. Don't lean forward because you lose that stretch on your hip. Chest up, right forward. Okay, stand up. Shake out the legs and the arms. Let's rotate the wrists. While you're rotating the wrists, rotate your left ankle. Nice and loose. Stay with your wrist and switch onto the right ankle. One more time on the left. On the right. All right, let's get a little bit of water, partner up, and then we'll start the first drill. Everybody warm, yeah? Yeah. All right, don't get too excited. Just because you have your mouthpiece and your gloves on, we'll not to be kicking the crap out of each other. All right, so Jeff learned a lot of his stand-up striking from Muay Thai. Right, so I'm essentially using him to show you how what you do, you know, what's known as sport karate or that point style of fighting, is very effective against these brute, you know, heavy kickers. Jeff, as you can tell by his legs, looks like he can kick a hole in the wall, right? But we're gonna work on being snappy. So the first drill you're gonna do with your partner, we're gonna work on snapping the inside of the leg. Is anybody here a lefty? No?
Yeah.
Liam has to be awkward, doesn't he? You're all right. All right, so if you're lefty, Jeff, go lefty for me. If you're lefty, that's fine. You're gonna attack the outside of the leg. All right, that's totally fine. And guys, if you're not used to attacking or receiving attacking on your leg, it can break somebody down very fast. If any of you watch mixed martial arts, any type of mixed martial arts fights, kicking the legs can really slow somebody down. It's literally like taking a bat and hitting somebody in the leg with it, okay? And we're gonna use the inside. Inside the leg's very tender, but we're gonna use that as a setup. So the first drill we're gonna do, Jeff's gonna have his Muay Thai stance. You guys go righty, Jeff. So you're back bouncing around, you have that nice bounce. What's beautiful about this bounce is I can be snappy. Rather than being here and I have to switch to get something and it becomes a trade, we're gonna be moving around here and I'm touching the inside of the leg. So I'm bouncing, have that bounce, touch, and I back out. Here, bouncing, touch. So this is something you'd be already accustomed to, you know, you'd be used to going to the body. But we're moving, just with your partner, moving, Don't get too excited, don't kill your partner's leg. Boom. Jeff's able to take it. Boom. I'm just moving. All right, so again, moving. When you're ready, boom. Move. Get a bounce. Boom. And even if Jeff does have a bounce, Jeff, come over here again. Get a bit of a bounce with you, Jeff. Even if we are both bouncing, I can still reach him. I'm not going in here and getting caught. I'm not going here and dropping, getting caught. My goal is to hit and get back out. Okay, because it's going to be at least what we're learning here. The fight will be continued. So you got to really focus on what's going to happen next rather than me, just getting something. I really need to think of when I attack him, I got to attack and get back out. So focus on being quick with your footwork. It's better to be quick to think and go. Now, that may seem like, oh, that's nothing. But over the course of a fight, it's stopping a guy from advancing on you. It's kind of like a jab, boom. You're moving, boom. It's just keeping him at range. So with your partner, get a bounce. One person can be stationary, another person can bounce. Because we're simulating, not everybody in a sport of martial arts, especially if you're fighting a wrestler. Good in a low stance, Jeff. Wrestlers get really compact, which is lovely because you can start, boom, faking and coming up to the head. We'll get to that. But for now, bouncing, and if you look, guys, I'm keeping my head at range. So even if he did throw, I can get some type of counter. All right, so with your partner, move around, watch your space, use all the middle. One person, you're just kind of moving around. Other person, get that bounce, touching, moving, touching, moving. Do about 5 inside leg kicks each and then switch it over. But don't rush it, okay? Me and Jeff will come around and help you. All right, let's go. On the go. Keep it just above the knee. 5 each. All right, pause for a second, guys. Just watch this real quick. And again, I just really want to emphasize this. Jeff, a guy like Jeff, right? If you're fighting somebody who has a Muay Thai base, if I'm here and he's got his Muay Thai stance, and I come in and I'm slow, Jeff's gonna boom, or even worse, go for the back leg. He'll step right through, boom, and that's like, in fact, Jeff's last fight, a guy made the mistake of being too close, and Jeff kicked and hit both the legs, and your man went up and landed on his back. Jeff jumped on him, got the rear naked choke. So I really want to emphasize, you get in, you get out. Don't, like, even though we're drilling here and we're playing it light, still take it serious. I don't want to be here, I don't want to be like, boom, like that. Well, Jeff and his monstrous calves are going to break my legs, okay? So I'm here, I really want to be like, whip, in and out. All right, here, whip, in and out. And again, guys, watch. I'm not kicking up high. I'm kicking near the knee. This soft part right here. This, when this gets beat on, all the blood's going to go down to that knee. All the tendons and ligaments are going to be under a little bit more pressure because there's a lot more fluid around there. What's going to happen is eventually he's going to get lazy in that leg and I can really land something heavy here. Or he's going to be thinking about that so much that I can like try throw something else to the body or to the head. But I'm just stopping you to let you know, I'm not going here and I can get eaten with the hands, or even if he returns, because some guys get stubborn. If you're kicking their legs, they're like, well, fuck you, I'm going to kick your legs as well, excuse my language. Again, in, out, in, boom. Remember that just the same as a big right, I don't go like that, okay? When I land it, boom, I got to pull it back. So the way out is just as important as going in. All right, let's keep going. 5 each. Slow it down now, Jeff. Again, this is like the jabbing version of like snapping the kicks. It's like a jab. It's like a quick jab. You're jabbing the guy away, only using your leg and attacking his legs. But let's slow it down. What I want you to do with your partner, watch the footwork. So I'm here, I'm gonna step in, hit, and I'm gonna replace back. Because a lot of you are doing, and it's lovely because I understand why you get that push as you would, in point fighting. You lift the leg and you boom, in like that, right? But what I'm looking to do here is to hit, back out. So you're gonna be stationary now. Step in, hit, replace the feet. Step in, hit, and work on getting as much distance as you can. Hit. So I step, hit, and I replace my feet. All right, let's do 5 of those each. We'll just slow it down for a little bit before we move on.
Yeah.
Slow it down, right down. Yeah. Okay, lovely guys, bring it in. Alright, so as you can probably feel now, the inside of your legs probably starting to get a little bit sore. That's just like in a fight, and it's annoying, okay? Only in a fight you're kicking the leg as hard as you can for that type of movement. What I mean as hard as you can, like, if I'm fighting Jeff, and we're in an MMA fight, you know, just because I can kick him as hard as I can doesn't mean that this nice slick move becomes that, and then, you know, he may lift his shin to check it, and I've broken my leg, alright? You still keep it that nice clean movement. You know, have faith in your technique, have faith in your ability. You're just, boom, putting more pop on it in a live situation. Alright, so we've moved around. The Muay Thai guy's legs starting to get tired. We've got nice elusiveness. He's used to seeing this a lot now. Right? So we're hitting him a lot. Now we're gonna fake and stomp. We're gonna fake and stomp the knee. Alright, so I'm moving, boom, boom, hitting him, keeping the distance. Now I'm gonna fake, boom, and I'm stomping that knee, shutting it down. Brutal attack on the leg. Again, if you snap somebody's knee down, all those ligaments behind the knee, does anybody know the biology and stuff like that? Where's Ethan? Where's Ethan? Can you roll off the tendons that will get damaged there? Alright, so you're gonna do 2 of those snap kicks. Finish it. Now guys, I really want to emphasize this. Be very careful when you're doing something like this. Okay, so we're moving around, okay? Hitting 1, 2, and when you're ready, nice and nice. I want to be patient here. Lift, boom. Okay, moving around again. Person who's you know, receiving the kicks, make sure when your partner's doing this, like if my leg's loose, you know, and my partner's practicing this, and let's say for whatever reason he may come at me a little too hard, this is not a good thing to be like. So as my partner's doing this, you know, Jeff's keeping a bend in his knee, so at least he's a little stronger now. Plant down on the ground. All right. So at least he's protecting his own knee. But again, 1, moving. 2, moving, boom. And again, just to break down, I'm lifting, same movement as I would here. So he's gonna read that back foot, and he's gonna think that that's coming. Lift. Boom. And I'm also getting a little hop. So here, 1, 2, boom. I'm getting a little hop into it. Does anybody have any questions? No? Let's do what we did there a second ago. Try it in a free flowing movement, or a free flowing motion. We'll slow it down, we'll break down the mechanics if I see people are having trouble with it. And then we'll speed it up. But again guys, remember, he's getting tired of that. He's getting tired of my movements here. He thinks, boom, he thinks this is coming. He thinks it's coming again, boom, and I'm stomping that knee out. And that can be very effective in especially a fight where the round is 5 minutes long. You know, I'm giving you guys the MMA perspective here. I don't used to go to the next competition of the weekend and be like, yeah, snap! You know, I'm giving you guys the MMA perspective. So let's try that. 1, 2, get that nice leg, boom. And again, just shadow it. I don't even have to make contact. Even if I just, you know, boom. I just shadow it in front of his knee. I don't have to make contact. Let's try that. Let's go. 5 times each.